What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Solana today. SOL at the request of A004. We're doing this for you, A004. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, we're sitting at $221 right now on a monthly basis. You can see from a high to a lower high, you do have some bearish divergence showing its ugly head, but a lot of people don't know this, but bearish divergence is only true once you have a monthly close. So 16 days, 19 hours left in this month. This divergence is present, but it is not confirmed until we have a red month. Being that Solana is only down 7%, I think it'd be a little bit foolish to be afraid of this bearish divergence with so much time left in the month to turn 7% over, right? We could definitely close this month green, and I suspect we do. In other words, this bearish divergence will go away by the end of the month. We'll probably see the RSI looking something like this. It'll still be there, but just at a lesser degree, and will probably continue to grow. It'll be there, and then as soon as we get above this high, as soon as the divergence is gone, that's when we top off. That's when we move down, right? Just like last cycle, right? You had the bearish divergence here, but as soon as you got rid of it, that's when you topped off. That's when you move down. And I don't think that this next move is going to be the end of the cycle for Solana at all. Whenever I say top off and move down, I just mean like this one here, you know, or like this here, not like a cycle ending thing. I do suspect that Solana's cycle will end probably in October or later of 2025. That's my assumption. But time will tell. We'll see. You know, I'm not going to go over the long-term stuff here in this video. That more pertains to Bitcoin. If you're curious as to why I think that the cycle will end in like late October, I guess I could post that video here. It would be Bitcoin. No, not that one. It would be Bitcoin 120K breakout. I'll post a video on my long-term stuff. I made one recently. I post so many videos, guys, that I'm gonna have to find it. So I'll post something. If you're curious to learn as to why I think Solana will top off in October or later of 2025, I will leave a link in the description below, and you can watch that video if you're curious. Okay. Hopefully I remember. If not, just leave a comment and I will find it for you. But I do think Solana is getting ready to move up higher. I think that if we look at this on a monthly perspective still, we've got a lot to learn right from this, is that we've broken out of this consolidation phase here, right? We've only just begun this breakout, right? You know, here you had a consolidation phase. Whenever you broke out, you continued for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months afterwards, right? We've just broken out here. You know, I think considering that we will basically move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months afterwards, maybe 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe more, maybe less months, but something more than just 1 month, probably more than 2 months is to be expected before we see some kind of significant consolidation phase again, right? Maybe we have 1 month of being boring over the 5 months of growth or something like that. But we're not going to see anything like this, I think, probably for the rest of the cycle. But we're at 220 now. Again, saying you just broke out, so I think your move has just begun. Assuming that the move does not end here and assuming you have higher to go, I would expect that you see prices, you're at 220 now, you'd see prices at 670 as your kind of next target area. And is that the next target area as in like by the end of January, or is it the next target area as in like within the next 5 months? And I would say probably more likely within the next 5 months, right? Probably April, May time. That's when we see 670 coming around. If I'm wrong and that happens by the end of January, cool. That's awesome. But that's just my expectation personally, because Solana is such a high market cap coin already. But you know, time will tell. Looking at the weekly RSI here, looking at the weekly time frame, we've pulled back a little bit. Where you found support this week, along with the rest of cryptos, was at your previous area of resistance. This is very bullish structure, right? You broke out. You literally broke out. You pulled back to previous areas of resistance. You're ready to go, man. I think next week will be the week that you begin, or I should say you resume this move up, right? You started this move up down here. You paused it right here. You're going to resume it now. You're going to continue is all I'm trying to say. You hit your relative 1272. Pull back to your 100. That's a very bullish formation. Holding the 100, not even get to the 886 is a very bullish formation. That really does allow me to believe that not only will you see the 1618, but you probably see higher fib extensions going forward. So I would think by the end of January, Solana is worth at least 371, if not at the most, I think probably like 477, maybe $500. Okay, but I don't think that it's going to be at its 1272 of the overall last cycle high to the bear cycle low that we had. I don't think it'll be there until probably like April, May is what I'm thinking. Maybe, right? You know, we'll see as we get to that. But you know, the more relative fibs here. I'm gonna delete this. The more relative fibs. Oh, that's not the more relative fibs, is it? Let me get it. Hold on. The more relative fibs, I think, are more appropriate for gauging where we're going to be by the end of January. And I like this. I like this little balloon that I have drawn, right? It kind of looks like a balloon, doesn't it? Because if we take this move here from the low to the high, and we put that kind of idea at this low here, it literally, it's like perfect, man. And the timing is different. And I do suspect that when we resume moving up here, we're going to move at this pace, right? We're going to move at this pace, not at this pace, right? When we found our low here, we started moving up. We had to turn around the beat from this downward move. Right now, we're not turning around. We're not turning a new tide or turning the beat around. I don't know why I want to say that, but really what we're doing is we're just continuing the trend. So I do believe that when we continue the trend, it won't be at a pace like this, but it'll be at a pace like this. However, I do expect the move overall probably to be of a similar magnitude. And again, if we were to see something of a similar magnitude from low to high, that would put us around $450. And why does that make sense again? Because from a high to a low point here, $450 is very close to that 2272 area. So yeah. And just with the overall bullishness of this, of moving to your 1272 here, pulling back to your 100, holding that is a very bullish endeavor. I think that you will at least hit the 1618, but genuinely you probably exceed it. Like with this kind of consolidation, I would expect that you exceed it. So the real minimum price prediction would be 371. The maximum would be 477. It's close enough to $500. Sometimes you do pierce just above the 2272. So I'm going to say confidently, Solana is at $220 now. By the end of January, it will be worth anywhere from $371 to $500 by the end of January. And then going forward through the rest of the year, I think it's got more growth to go, right? Anyways, guys, I don't have anything else that I want to say. If you're looking to buy, if you want is it a good time to buy? Comments, you know, not a financial advisor, but yes, probably it's a great time to buy. If you're looking to buy lower prices, they're probably not going to come. I don't think we see Solana below $200. Not ever again, but for the rest of the cycle, yeah, it's not going below $200 for the rest of the cycle. We're at 220 now, so hell of a time to get in if you want to get in. Your RSI on a daily perspective is cooled way the hell off. You're at an area that you bounced before, you kind of bounced before, you know, whatever, you bounced here. So I think you're there, man. I think that you're going to move up higher. You got lower lows in the RSI, higher lows in the price. Yeah, it's looking good. If you were to move lower, it's negligible amounts compared to the upside you have. So very bullish on Solana, very bullish for the rest of crypto as well. Whenever Solana starts doing bullish things, you guys know that the meme coins follow and the rest of crypto follows as well. So I'm excited for the coming days, coming weeks, coming months. If you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.